From the outside, my life right now looks really great. Just look at that. That was my habit tracker. The last 21 days, I did every single one of my habits, but I've got some confessions to make. The last 21 days, I've been feeling worse and worse each day, and I've been using my phone a lot more, scrolling mindlessly, just watching nonsense. Um, I've actually, um, I feel terrible saying this, but I've got to be honest. I've been actually watching porn as well for, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 times in the last weeks. Before that, I did not watch any. I maybe jacked off like like once a month or like once every 3 months, and I'm not exaggerating. Um, on paper, I'm getting so much further in life, but somehow I'm still not progressing. I'm feeling worse each day, and um, I'm just unhappy. Uh, I wake up instead of just uh, of course, when I wake up, I feel tired, but instead of just hopping into the shower, I don't know why I have to take my fucking phone and look at it for half an hour just before I even get up. I know there's no point, but I still somehow do it anyways, and it just annoys me so much how I just can't seem to get away from it. I can't even go to the toilet without having my phone on me. And the reason I'm sitting on the toilet for like half an hour is because I just watch YouTube videos on it. And saying this, I feel extremely, incredibly stupid because who the fuck just wastes hours a day on this? I know a lot of people, this is why I'm making this video. I think many people can relate to my situation, but I just want to tell you all that you can seem to be doing good, and also I'm trying to convince myself that I'm doing good, but I'm doing worse each and every day. And I'm not saying this in like a depressed way. I've been sort of depressed before. That is not what it is. At least I don't think it is. I honestly think that social media, or in my case, just YouTube, is I don't know what makes it so hard to just quit. And my addiction is really crazy. I just, wherever I go, I take my phone with me. I'm like a zombie. The moment I don't have anything to do with my hands or whatever, or anything to think, I just grab my phone and just click on, I don't know, just click on YouTube and watch some video that gets recommended to me. And I play this game with myself a lot, where I just, when I'm scrolling on YouTube, I just ask myself, would I have ever watched this video if I didn't know it existed? And I realized the only reason I'm watching all these videos is because uh, they get recommended to me and they convince me that I wanted to watch them. But if I really think about it, I never searched for none of that. I did not want to watch any of that. I just do it anyways, and I don't know why. It's really an addiction, and it does not feel it as. I'm sorry for my English. It does not feel good talking about this. I'm really uncomfortable right now, but I feel like I've got to. talk about this somewhere, even if that's YouTube. I don't know if that's a good thing to do, but another thing that is bothering me is just man, girls in general. And I have nothing against them. I just don't know why I'm so unsuccessful with women. Um, I would not call myself unattractive at all. I'm not really socially awkward. All the criteria that people online tell you about what you need for getting a girlfriend, for example, I have most of them. I have at least enough for like a, a normal mid girlfriend, and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful, but um, I've tried things with many girls, and by that I mean I approached girls, I asked them on dates, etc. But somehow it never worked, and I've kissed a girl before and all that, but it just never really got serious, and the more this happens, every time I see a new girl that I really like, I have a crush on her. I ask her to meet, for example. I feel like everything's going great. They always, they always tell these signs, My brain always tells me that they like me. Of course, there's ways you can tell if someone likes you, and they always smile at me. There, actually, many of those girls that I thought liked me, they initiated conversation with me. They asked me to do certain things, whatever. And the more I got rejected, the more I realized that there's something that there has to be something wrong with me. There's no other option. And that in itself, I'm not afraid of. Uh, I'm not afraid of that in itself. I'm okay with me being wrong, or with there being something wrong with me in some way. That's of course. I'm never. Nobody's perfect. Of course, that's fine. Um, what scares me or what discourages me is that I have no idea what it is. I really don't. I have no clue what it is. I don't know if I go too quick, I'm too aggressive, too straightforward. I don't think that's true. I don't know if I'm too much of a simp. I tell them too much about how much I like them. I give them too much attention. I don't think that's true either. Um, However, I'm not giving them too little attention. I'm not purposely ignoring them like some weird people tell you to do online. I'm not doing that either. And of course, I know that you're not compatible with everyone. That's there's no there's you don't have a there's not the one. There's lots of A ones, and I've thought I've I thought I've found them many times, and it never worked out. And I know that you're not compatible with everyone, but somehow I'm not compatible with anyone that I've ever talked to and ever tried to, get close with. And let me count real quick, because right now you might think that, I've talked to four girls and they rejected me, and that's That's nothing new. That's nothing. That's nothing abnormal. But if I try to think of how many girls I've tried to get with, I've tried to get closer with, it's more than 10, probably more than 15 or 20. And the thing that bothers me is that most of these rejections I got were not like I asked them, hey, do you want to do this? And they said, no, sorry, I don't like it that way, you know. Many of them actually agreed to meeting me, etc. And I felt, I always, with, feels weird talking about this, but with like 60, 70, 80% of those girls, I felt like they liked me. And um, it felt more, it felt more like this. Uh, okay, the situation felt like this. I was certain they liked me. You know, they were kind of in love with me. I thought that. And so it was basically up to me. It was up to me whether I liked them enough, you know. And the answer was not always. I've actually turned down one or two or three girls before. I'm not exactly sure why. Just my gut told me that it was a bad idea. But you know, somehow, even when I thought they liked me and I liked them, it always ended up not working, and that frustrates me a lot. Um, and I'm telling you, if you're still watching right now, then I don't know, you probably got issues. You've probably got real big issues because I'm talking nonsense basically. But I'm glad you're here for it. I'm glad you're watching something like this instead of just letting your brain rot, because some of the things I say might actually inspire you to think about your situation. I hope that's the case, and if that's the case for only one of, I don't know how many people click on this, then that's worth it already. And even if nobody watches this video, then having made this video was still a good idea. And the reason is that this is sort of like therapy. This is sort of like therapy for myself. You know, I've tried to I've tried to push those problems I have with myself in my life. I've tried to push them away for weeks. Right now, I feel like, um, and now I'm talking about them for the first time, not to somebody but to myself. I feel like I try to neglect their existence. I try to um, I try to neglect the existence of my bad feelings, etc. And there's just, maybe that's why I feel unhappy. Maybe I need to just journal more and be more aware of my feelings and talk about it more, be it to some person or just to a camera. I don't know. Maybe that's something I could do. And I'm purposely not cutting this video because every time I take a break and not say anything, I feel like you need those breaks. If you hear someone talking all the time, your brain can never think for itself, and there's not what you want, right? You want your brain to work right. If you're constantly watching videos where you're just shouted at without any breaks, without any pause, then I don't think that's healthy. I really don't. Okay, so let's get back to the social media thing. Um, I feel like I need to dopamine detox in a way. That sounds really dumb to say because I feel like I'm on level 10 of self improvement while simultaneously being at level 1. You know, done, I've made so much progress. I'm so consistent with my habits. I got a nice physique. Uh, I feel like I know a lot about self improvement, about habits, and so on. But at the same time, I'm still at level 1. I've relapsed multiple times again. I'm addicted to social media. There's no better way to put it. It's just the truth. I'm addicted to it. Um, I don't really feel, I don't really look forward to anything in my life right now. I don't know why. Um, I always feel like I make my, and I feel like this is a problem with me. I make my happiness and my well-being way too dependent on my success. For example, with women, or not only my success, but just my how my social life is going. You know, if I don't have a girlfriend, which I never had, then I always be telling myself that, you know, why don't you have a girlfriend? And I always tell myself that I can't be happy without a girlfriend, for example, which is stupid because in order to get a girlfriend, you actually have to be happy. Um, no one wants to be with a sad loser or even a sad winner. Maybe I'm a sad winner. I'd rather be a happy loser right now if I'm telling you the truth. Let's take a quick break and think for yourself. Would you rather be a sad winner or a happy loser? I think I think I'm titling this video uh, I don't know where my life is headed because that's basically exactly what I feel right now. I have no idea where I'm headed. I feel like I should be heading somewhere good based on the things I'm doing right now, the work I'm putting in, but still I have no idea what awaits me at the other side. You know, I'm almost done with school. I have, I think, 2 or 3 months of school left. I'm studying a lot right now, you know, uh, in a way for my ego because I will pass my exams no matter what, but I just want to have good grades for my ego. I can't tell you otherwise. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's just what it is. I can't change it. Um, but what I'm gonna do afterwards, I don't know. Um, I think the one thing that is certain is that I'm gonna work before Christmas in some factory, you know, in Switzerland. I live in Germany, very close to Switzerland, so it's basically in Germany if you think about it. But because they get, you know, it's hard work. But it's very well paid. I think like uh, considering taxes and everything, you have like 20 euros an hour. I don't know what that is in dollars. Probably like 25. I have no idea, but you know, it's paid well, and with that money, I I want to spend that on affording a donor school, and I want to be able to build myself some sort of income as fast as possible in a donor school. And and the thing that discouraged me as well is I technically I am 100% sure that if I work hard enough and do the right things, that is 100% achievable for me to, for example, get 50,000 or 100,000 subscribers. But it's just, it's just that I, I know that it is possible, but still I'm telling myself that I'm not gonna achieve it because it just seems unrealistic. Even though I know that it is possible, I am 100% certain. I'm also 100% sure that if I put in enough work and if I did the right things for a good amount of time, that I would be able to make like $5,000 or $10,000 or euros a month online. I just don't really have the plan yet. I just don't really. I know that, for example, I know what the ideal YouTube video looks like. I know how a good hook for a video is, or what a good thumbnail what makes a good thumbnail, what makes a good title. But I've still not mastered that for myself, and that's really hard. I think I just need, honestly, I think I just need more experience. I'm still starting, but what discourages me a lot is that I see all these other YouTubers very similar to me, these small self improvement YouTubers making content like me, teaching things, etc. And their videos just straight up do better, even though I feel like sometimes the information I provide is superior to theirs, but they just package it better. And I heard a lot about how you just have to be yourself, and if you're just yourself, if you're just really authentic, then you're gonna be successful. But I honestly don't really believe that, because if I just made videos like this all the time and did no fancy title, no edited, no thumbnail or whatever, they would all just die, because why would anyone watch it? You know, I feel like I would not make progress at all. So, I kind of have to play by these YouTube rules of doing clickbaity thumbnails and titles to just get some attention. Um, you know, Maybe to summarize this, I don't know where I'm headed, but I'm trying to be a good force in the world. I try to be honest all the time. If I ever get famous or whatever, and I make something stupid, or you want to disagree with me, you think I'm being hypocritical or whatever, then please tell me, because I really want to be as honest as I can, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like these people's reputation just get destroyed because of one or two lies, and I don't want to be that. I think you don't have to lie. I've been really honest in this video. Everything I said in this video is the truth and nothing but the truth. I'm talking a lot of nonsense, so in case this video gets any views at all, which I don't think it does, um, but that's fine, because this is sort of like therapy for me. Um, if this video gets any traction, then whoever's still watching, after this video, just leave YouTube This is bad for my algorithm for my video if you leave YouTube after my video, but just, just lie your phone away and maybe just go for a walk and think about life for a moment, because I feel like in today's world we don't do that enough. You know, we always have something to do. We always have some screen in front of us and uh something to watch, some games to play, uh some comments to read. Um, but back in the day, we were just doing something with our hands, just thinking all the time, or just walking around thinking all the time. And I believe the reason we're also unhappy is because we don't have that anymore. You know, we're always doing something, and I think it's nice to be doing something a lot, but you need some time spent in pure boredom, just doing nothing. Because, um, for example, every time I just sit there and think and do nothing, that's when just a random video idea pops up in my head, and these are usually the best ones. Um, I've never had a good video idea just when watching a YouTube video. They've always uh, they've always spawned in my mind when I was doing nothing, basically. So yeah, just try to spend more time with yourself. Uh, Spend more time away from distractions, and just try to enjoy life and the world a bit more, because it's really beautiful. You know, life has so many things that are amazing. Um, but because of all these screens, that the one I'm staring into right now, because of all of this, we are just doomed to be so unhappy. And I think that's so, you know, that makes me a bit sad, because like that, all of this could have been avoided. But you know, I should stop talking right now. Do something with your life. I hope you'll be successful. Uh, I don't think anyone is watching at this point still, but whoever is, to have whoever is still watching, I wish you the best. Um, Subscribe. I want to reach 30 subscribers by May. I've never told anyone to subscribe because I think it's cringe, but if you are still watching right now, I think you have to subscribe. Otherwise, you're just a psychopath. But yeah, um, take care.